today. What a fantastic day it's been for Simon and Matt. Now guys, I know what you're thinking, I'm going to be whittling on and going on for ages here, but they say a best man speech should take no longer than it takes for the group to make love. So prepare for the best 5 minutes of your life. That long? I first met Simon working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. I actually mean working as a waiter in the Chase pub. And you worked there as well, so bar staff there, I was kind of like the Tom Cruise cocktail scenario. Simon was on the waiting tables. Working together, became good friends, and our friendship blossomed. But not in that way. I tried, but it just wasn't catchable. So yeah, became really good friends, and we started talking about our future together. Not in that way, as in like friendship and what we wanted to do as a career. When I told Simon I wanted to be a paramedic, Simon told me he wanted to be a Chippendale stripper. Liking the police uniform, kind of encouraged me to that, and that's where Simon went, known as the police force at the time. That's not police. So moving on from that, I don't know if you all know Simon. I know Simon obviously from old. Simon's nickname is Squizzy. Does everybody know that? Yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, I don't really know why, but basically, all the lads, you have to add on your first name Z at the end of it. So Ian was Izzy, Lee was Lizzie, Simon was Squizzy, and what was Jamie called? What was Jamie's name? Jizzy. He never really liked that, did he, Jamie? He's not here today, bless him.
Not here tonight.
Good old Jizzy. So moving on from that, Simon's also told me I can't talk about any of his ex-girlfriends. So I wrote them down on a piece of paper. That's killed 20 seconds of his speech. Right. Okay, so moving on to that. The best memories I have of my best friend Simon are we used to go up the Lake District every year together. And we'd go up, where is he? Where's Pete? Pete's over there. And there'll be a big group of us. We'll go on a coach with all the lakes. Fantastic. There'll be music. We'll be singing. There'll be Elvis. Down syndrome, Elvis, he knows all this sort of stuff. You have to be there, really. Anyway, I'll tell you a couple of stories about that. Let's just say Simon is never off duty. So we're walking from one pub to the next, as you do, and this guy just attacks this girl, punches her in the face. Simon goes straight over to the aggressive guy. You remember this, don't you?
I was trying to find a chip shop.
Yeah, right. Straight away confronts the aggressive male, while I go to the young female on the floor, obviously needing some aid. As a paramedic, it's my duty of care. Nothing to do with the fact she was good looking and a local top. So moving on from there, Simon, I saw, like an epiphany, I realised at this moment in time that Simon was the best friend I ever had, because this guy was going to punch someone, he was punching and punching, and I knew at that moment I had to protect him, I had to be there for him. I got this guy's arm up his back, and I did. And we both, I ain't got to that part yet. Anyway, the next day, the police came and interviewed us and asked for a statement. And they said, Mr. Cannon, when you were restraining the male, it was the fall, obviously, that sustained the injury to the male. And I said, oh, I don't think he fell. And they went, yeah, he did fall. I went, no, I'm sure he didn't fall. Someone's like, I went, the fall that broke his arm? I went, yes, the fall that broke his arm. So yeah, he's been my wingman since then. He's been looking after me from old. Another Lake District story, quickly. I'm not going to talk about the black eye. Sorry about that one. That's another one. We're walking up the. That was me with the black eye. We're walking up the Chase. So the Lake District, sorry, up the hills, and there was this sheepdog, wasn't there? And lots of sheep around. I looked at this sheepdog and I thought, you know, they like to be whistled at, apparently. So I went, come on, come on. And this sheepdog, next week, he would scream. A minute and a half later, this farmer came up, shotgun in one arm, looking angry, went, come right up to my face, and he was like, and Simon was like, what's going on? Why are you so angry? And he says, your friend just made my dog bite my bloody sheep. He's Indian. I think he was Indian. Looked a bit like me. Anyway, so if you ever want anybody to bite anyone from a sheepdog, I'm your man. So, but anyway, moving on from the Lake District, there were just a couple of stories that we shared. Right, we all know the game Simon Says, so I want you to join in. Simon Says, touch your head. Kids, you can join in. Simon says, rub your belly. Okay? Simon says, touch your nose. Now the game's changed, now you're married, Simon. It's no longer Simon says. Mal says, put out the bin. Mal says, wash the car. Mal says, paint that fence. That's my experience. No worry, Carmen. That's my experience. But joking aside, I have seen these guys in action, not in that way. They do work as a team. They are devoted to each other. They love each other. When it comes to housework and doing stuff, they do work as a team, and I admire them for that. But one thing that, Mal, I don't understand is that if I'm the best man, why are you marrying Simon? I mean, come on, you know the best. One more thing I don't understand that I need a bit from both of you really. You told me, Mal, you were going to Cornwall for 2 weeks. Simon told me he was going to Bangor for a fortnight. Okay, you can be happy now, the jokes are over. The jokes are over. The jokes are over. So, I'm going to say something now, it's a bit more serious. Simon and I, for some reason, have shared so many similar events in our lives. We kind of like ours have been entwined really in a way. Like I said, working at the Chase Pub where we started to meet as friends, working for the emergency service, going out and helping people, saving lives and all that gander. And also losing a parent at a young age. I just want to say, Simon, your dad would be so proud of you right now. And yeah, I wish he was here as well. Right? But the good thing is we can celebrate our children. It's got my little Dexter, who's like nearly 2, and Polly, a similar age. You know, and who knows, Dexter and Polly in the future might become good friends. Maybe boyfriend and girlfriend. Maybe she'll be a caddick.
Every your son does to my daughter. Again.
Right. We'll talk about that later. And everyone said it, and it is true, that how beautiful Mal looks today. She looks absolutely stunning, I just want to say. So we can all give Mal a hand. And the bridesmaids look beautiful too, so we'll give them a hand. This is my closing statement. A wedding is a day when all those closest to them come to support the happy couple. I see very supportive friends and family. And I would like you all to raise your glasses for the very last time to the happy couple, Mr. and Mrs. By the way. Mrs. You may kiss the bride again. There you go.